Oh, yes. Right. Next, I'm going to do Fel with Hellhorned. So here I'm really interested in maybe trying a revenge build with Fel at the front line and just pinging her with torches. Sword Maiden Bloodsuit is not great. It's kind of a non-bow. Unless, I guess I can put it on an imp. That's kind of funny. Oh, double shift triggers? Let's go. Show me Unchained. Show me Unchained Fel. Show me Unchained Fel. Here we go. Alright. Game plan is scale Fel to the moon. Mark of Invasion we can usually take when we have torches, I think. Probably going top car Fel. She just needs any kind of dance partner. So anybody else can be here. And we're not playing the Penitent's Bloodsuit on our own guys. We're not that desperate. And we have Winged Spirit. That's the full heal. Okay. No shift options. Alright, well. Give me some rage at least. Start some scaling. I'll hit one of these guys there. That down. I'd rather get that 50 gold than save this 1 health. This should be our good Wings Radiance turn. Or Wings Spirit, I guess. Whatever it's called. Okay, that's being killed now. Cool. As long as I can kill the frontliner, it doesn't matter if the healer goes through because it won't hit the. It doesn't hit the core, the pyre. So he comes up here with 10 attack to spare. Cool. Good start. This gives us an extra shift possibility, and it lets us pack floors. Rising Rage is just like a core card. You really want it. Hornbreak. How do I feel about Hornbreak? Hornbreak can deal with a couple specific problems, but I don't think it's important. I don't think it is. And I don't think I'm taking the imps there. What do I have for upgrade options? So I could get like maybe double stack or endless on the imps, and that makes them pretty good. I could get cheaper shifting spells and possibly a banished unit that synergizes with shift. I want a banished unit more than I want a Hellhorned unit. I think 80% of the time. And I can get a Merchant of Steel with another banished unit in the next tier. Yeah, I definitely want one of these. take the fledgling, because I haven't won with him. Double stack, doesn't work with Just Cause. Do a -1 on a Just Cause, a +10 on a Torch. Makes them both work. I will remove probably a Shield Steward and Spear Steward. Next fight. Okay, this fight, it's a little better if we can fight and kill on the lower floor because we have higher spikes on the higher floors, but I think we still just go with the challenge and scale on the top floor. Because scaling up this Fel is basically the only thing we care about doing. The rest of the fight just does not actually matter to us. Like, I'll Rising Rage this unit, get a lot of shift triggers, and I don't want to redraw these. I can preserve this guy if I use wings here. Let's hold him for at least one more round to see if he matters. The imps are pretty awkward. I have no idea, like, what I want to do with them, if anything. If I don't ascend this unit to the top floor, I can play imps in that car, but it's like 6-1 to me. Yeah, this is basically just ruined, right? Is there anything else I want to do here? I can kill the Titan, I can kill this Acolyte with a Just Cause, but I don't care. Keep scaling. This guy's not going to matter. I'm not even playing around him. How are we looking? We don't necessarily have the kill. Okay. That does not get us the kill. That gets us close, but not quite there. We take 10 core damage with this. That's acceptable. Should be 10. Yeah, because we one-shot it, but we take a hit from spikes. It was 11 because his spikes goes up by 1 from the from his resolve. Selfless sacrifice is another move forward type of thing. I don't think that is good or important, actually. I do not have a very good, I don't appreciate this card. I don't think it's very good for its energy cost. Do I take a Fortify? Doesn't feel strong. I'm gonna take a Molting Imp because it's some utility. Okay. I kind of want to see this Pyre Remains and a Merchant of Arms. Do I need more units? I don't think I necessarily need more units. I think I can take this direction. An Inferno room, I think, makes me a lot more comfortable for major parts of the game. Yeah, that helps out a lot against Kale. Means I don't need to scale as many places. So I'll take that deployable. I don't really like a meat shield. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in forever. Random equipment. And the followers just show up, which don't help very much, but... Yeah, the followers are actually chaff. It's worth noting the red crown gives endless, so I could put it on like an imp, and try and appreciate that. But I think putting it on the sword maiden and getting a random equipment is probably better for me. I'm not 100% about that. That's, I haven't dealt with that event enough to have, like, a refined opinion about it. Okay, Pyre Hunter Archeon is definitely going to hurt us, because I'm not going to play anything on the bottom floor. I'm going to keep playing Fel at the top. I'm going to need to draw an Ascend to get him up to where he's supposed to be. We block that. Hold that for me. That Carapace is a little odd. In terms of random equipment, that could mess me up a little bit. Hold that. Need to give her one turn where she gets the armor from her Valor, at least. This will block the, this will block his Pyre Hunter hit. I guess these little guys, if I could find a way to scale them, they are actually pretty good, right? Move you up. You can soak 18 just fine. I can do that. It's fine. I'm not doing much on this floor, but I don't want to fully abandon it. It actually looks like between the Inferno room and the Penitent's Blood Suit, we're kind of murdering Archeon without really interacting with him. Very funny. Let's see, this is 25 damage. Means he can't soak it. I need to put Fel up front. I kind of want to get the Follower and the Fledgling Imp out. I cannot. Is that Quitter Talk? Do I just torch something? I think I just torched the Shield Steward here. No, it's probably better to heal him, right? Then we play the Imp. Do I have another Imp in the deck? No, my Fledgling Imps are used up. Okay. He'll also give himself Rage, it's kind of cute. so we get Pyre Hunter once there. He should lose Pyre Hunter at this point. It's between the Calcified Ember or Just Cause. I'm gonna play the Just Cause. To keep the scaling going. Oh, the Penitent's Blood Suit is double triggering because it's triggering the shift twice. No wonder he's taking so much friggin' damage. That's pretty hilarious, actually. Move you up here. And we enjoy some premium scaling. He kills this floor, it doesn't matter. He actually dies on the shift on his way up. Okay, 60 damage per turn on a boss is actually pretty funny. I don't need two of them in the deck, though. Last Stand, we're not really stacking enough for it. Eagle Heart is good. But it's a second Calcified Ember. I think we have to take it. This is all pretty okay for various reasons. I think I'm going to take a Steelworker and try and ascend him into my car. I really need a Hell's Flame to help me play these Calcified Embers. I've gotten an awkward spot with my amount of Calcified Ember. I don't think I want to double anything. If I did, it'd probably be like Swordmate or something. But I do want a Merchant of Magic. I want a Merchant of Magic to hopefully get adjustments on my Rising Rage. So I am going to go this direction. Okay, we're really looking for like Holdover or Intrinsic rather than like Spell Chain, so that I can reliably build a car in a certain way. I can always throw the Surge Stone on a torch, and it's pretty fine. After a reroll, I can add either Holdover or Intrinsic, but not both. That is okay. What am I hoping to do with my units in the top four? I'm hoping for Fel, Fledgling, and then Fel, Fledgling, Steelworker, Sword Maiden. I probably want those four in the car. Anything else I'm able to get in there, like if I can sneak in some buffed followers, that's kind of okay, but it doesn't matter much. And I can't sneak in imps meaningfully. Let me back out of this real quick. We want Savior Fel. Rolling it. Yeah, I can do Intrinsic or Holdover, but not both. From those, I probably like Intrinsic better. So I think what I do here is I just duplicate Intrinsic Rising Rage. Let's see, I've got 6 energy to start. So my first car, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm spending 5 out of that 6 on my deployments. So I've got 1 spare. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Let's see. A free Just Cause is pretty helpful. I'm gonna do that. Focus on that scaling, and I will Power Stone another torch to make it not useless. Okay. I am gonna duplicate the Rising Rage. Do I want to deal with this? Because this Mark of Invasion turns into a lot of corruption. That it becomes a pressure for the entire fight. And I usually just don't want to deal with that. Corruption is... So 3 corruption is 3 damage. But corruption never decreases. This will all go onto the front unit. And if they stay in the front every round, they're pretty much fine. If I get a Steelworker up there, I think we can probably deal with it. It's not trivial. So, we Inferno Room. Got Fel, the Fledgling. Sword Maiden decides to give herself a combustion suit that's pretty strong. Get the Steelworker. You don't matter. Burn alive. Okay, so on our first thingamajig, Rising Rage, Rising Rage, and then we just cause Fel. Wait, if we just cause Fel, does she die? I think I savior her and she doesn't die. Would die? Doesn't die. Cool. We got there. Yeah, alright. I don't need to take that damage. So there's a more optimal way of doing that turn. I'm gonna be a little bit more optimal. And the simple change is we play the Imp first, so these guys get to have 5 rage for their Ascend. And I'm gonna burn one of these guys to save me on Corruption. Give another one a Penitent Suit, so he won't actually make it up the floor. So Fel comes in with 12 Corruption there, and she's gonna ultimately have, like, probably another 15. These guys are also gonna give her Corruption. But we've got the Steelworker on the floor to give her 6 armor per turn. That does help a little bit. Let's see, with 8 Valor and the Sword Maiden, I think I can shift her up as well here. And then she'll take like 9 Corruption. That's fine. Having it spread across multiple units is pretty good. Give you a Blood Suit. Okay, yeah. Play the Calcified Ember. Get you out of the deck. Keep shuffling units around. I think the Steelworker really helps. If I can find, like, dualism for the Steelworker, we're in a really good spot as far as he's concerned. Just gonna remove this Calcified Ember here. And we'll play Savior because it gives me a shift. Get out of the deck. Shift. 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 Get out of the deck. Inferno floor is incredible. Inferno room only becomes a little bit weaker in, like, the very end, but it's still great. Okay, these guys are all doomed. Put you at the front. Yeah, 50 damage to a floor doesn't deal with absolutely everything, but it deals with a lot of fucking problems. Alright, this unit is unfortunately currently dying. Which I would like to fix, but I don't think it is within my power to do so at the moment. Yes, it is. We just put them at the front, activate this for a full heal, now they're good. We move our units around a little more, do some damage. Cool. Now this guy comes up and we mulch him, right? Yep, we got him. I don't play any more spells, as he adds corruption to me if I play spells. Ooh, okay. We're taking Imprisoned Zephyr here for sure. This is a decent option, but Imprisoned Zephyr is a giga-scaling type of thing. Battering Ram might be pretty cool. Because all of our Valor gives us armor, we wind up with a lot of armor. I'm gonna try it. The problem with the Zephyr is that I can't really run it on a low floor with the way I'm setting up. The lowest floor I can run the Zephyr on is gonna be the second floor. Let's see. I still don't really have equipment for my guys. I have an unupgraded Demonic Fledgling, an unupgraded... I have a lot of unupgraded units. We're going to the Merchant of Steel for sure. I gotta do it. Smidgestone doesn't matter much here. I'm not a fan. Weirdly, I can kind of Strengthstone this follower and it might do something. Weirdly, I can kind of large stone this follower and it might do... Yeah, that's a meaningful unit now. That's pretty goofy. Gonna re-roll it. Endless. What would we endless if we were endlessing something? So endlessing an imp is like a classic option, but I don't have a great way to make that do work for me. I don't have a great gain off Titanite either. Valor and Rage, they're just good because they're good. I could just do that. I was hoping to hit Dualism, ideally. Yes, this little man. Suddenly chonky. Similarly, for the other one, I could hit like Rage 10 Endless, and he would suddenly hit for a lot of damage. But it still doesn't really go that far. What's my event? Check my event. These guys are weird, but they could be useful. Oh, that's different. 100 gold per battle? Dazed 1 to the front enemy unit on a random floor. Yeah, these are different. These are entirely different. 1 damage to friendly units each turn, but they get plus 12 attack. Huh. If I were on a revenge build, this would be so goddamn good. Like, if I had this last run where I was stuck with 3 revenge units, that would be incredible. I think. Because, those guys were revenge, deal damage, revenge, apply melee weakness to the thing that hurt them. So, I don't know if that would work. I've got 5 more floors. This is 500 gold. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go greedy. This is really good. I've seen those guys before, but they've offered me different things. Thinking about duplicating. I am very tempted to just duplicate this buff follower and call it a day. I don't even think that's the wrong answer. I have an idea. So I think this turns into my second floor. Where my second floor is just 2 buff cultists and an endless imp. And I think that's actually okay. So strange. I think I can put up with 1 less draw per turn. I don't think I need to draw combos for my deck to work. Begin the scaling. Because they have multi-strike too. They're just 1-1 baseline. Get him out. So the technical thing about this for like why what I'm doing here is bad is because I have Imprisoned Zephyr here, these guys will shift when they fight, which will make them like a lot stronger. And I'm kind of ruining that. But it is funny. I'm often bad at like playing for scaling in circumstances like this, where you actually need to let units go. So if I'd replayed this fight where I had these guys set top floor, and I had the Imprisoning Zephyr on second floor, I do better in the run with that setup. Because I'm shifting Fel a lot less than I could be, and that might bite me. Because I need Fel to be very, very strong in the endgame. Let me actually redo the fight on that principle. There is one quirk of it, but the intrinsic stuff helps us out with this. And the quirk is that we technically have to put these guys in the Inferno room. But they won't actually die, because we'll get them out of that room before it triggers. Gonna play the Eagle Heart here and now, because I don't think I need it for anything other than another advance. I'm gonna get rid of him. Oh, they actually drew a Wind Blade here. It's kind of funny. Haven't drawn the Imprisoning Zephyr yet. I'm gonna put him up there. We don't want to redraw him immediately. Okay, let's see if we get to see the Zephyr working now. A little bit, yeah. A couple more triggers. That's handy. I'm not going to play the Blood Suit on him because I want him to have more health. So this time through, I didn't actually draw the followers until the very end. That's fine. How much does Battering Ram hit? It hits for 1,412 damage. I think that's going to be pretty good when we're fighting the bosses. Yeah, Fel's gotten a little strong here. Looks like we're killing. So, I could try to greed this by moving Fel up to the top floor for more perma-scaling. I'm gonna greed this by moving Fel to the top floor for more perma-scaling. We still take him into his last bits of health. This little guy is hitting for a tremendous amount of damage. So we might... Ooh, that actually did not change very much at all. We might have actually gotten more scaling with Fel on that floor, because people would be shuffling in front of her. These little followers are actually very good at trimming through the reanimate triggers. Alright, we might like Heroic Dive. I don't think we actually do, though. I'll take Wings Radiance. Ooh, I like March of Shields. That's pretty good here. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, I think it's probably the Merchant Trinket side here, even though the Pyre Remains is redundant. Actually, we could get a lot out of a Merchant of Magic here. I think I'm feeling the Merchant of Magic. We can get changes to Eagleheart or Battering Ram that help us out a lot. Yeah. Okay. I could get a holdover on the Rising Rage. That lets us pack floors to an insane extent. Yeah, because if I do this, so what I do is I move people up to the top floor, and then I have a guaranteed zero-cost shift every turn on that floor. Get a Consuming Torch. I could put Consume on the Battering Ram, but I think we're fine without doing that. Intrinsic on one of the Just Causes just gives me a little bit more per run. I'll take it. Do I reroll for more, or do I save my cash? I think I save my cash for more relics later, so I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. If I duplicate anything here, I think it's probably duplicating more of these goofy little villagers. Oh, actually, I need to remove the unupgraded villager. He kind of sucks, and I'm not going to make him any better. Yeah, let me duplicate... Now, if I duplicate a third follower, I can't play it along with the Fledgling Imp on the same floor. But am I even still committed to that when I have the holdover Rising Rage? Because I can just put my villagers on the top floor with everybody else. In the Imprisoned Zephyr room. I need to remove these guys, too. It's not the end of the world if I don't. What other spell might we want to duplicate? I mean, there are powerful options for sure. Like, we could just duplicate Eagleheart or Battering Ram because they hit super hard. Maybe we just duplicate Battering Ram, and when we get to the final fights, we just Battering Ram things to death. Let me take the Battering Ram down to a Consume, but duplicate it. That's a good compromise. I'm pretty sure that Inferno Room kind of negates this entire mechanic. Oh, she got a Hef's Hammer this time. That's pretty sick. On her trigger. I want to get rid of the Spear Steward. We're in good shape. Take 500. That's how we start the fight. floor size is a suggestion. This guy actually did pick up lifesteal from Kyle. Kale, whatever. Okay, so that's 40, 62 damage. Want Fel at the front to take that. Looks like we're good. We get to Imprisoning Zephyr here. Gives us a lot to work with. Yeah, we just kind of faff about and keep doing that for the rest of the fight. Here, take melee weakness 3. I don't need to redraw that imp anymore. I don't have any more plans to play with it. Rising Rage. Battering Ram now is like super murder deadly. It's pretty funny. I don't want this imp anymore. Take 3. We're doing 1134. If I play Battering Ram, I kill boss this turn. I don't want to do that, because it would increase the permanent valor I'm gaining. I don't want to speed run any more than this. Yup, it's the dance floor. Yeah, it's a lot easier to play that out at one cost. I always need to make sure that my unit at the front is not in too bad of a state, so they don't accidentally, like, get somebody killed. Oh, Fel's too strong. If I put Fel at the front of the line, she'll kill things. She won't get to advance. But something behind Fel needs to attack in order for Fel to get any new scaling. Okay, looks like the boss is doomed to die here unless we give him another bodyguard. Sweet, boss lives. And we go for another. Yeah, okay, that works. And it looks like we can play Savior here as well. Cool. Yeah, that saves us a lot of scaling by scooting these guys up here. Every time it says permanent valor, that is the dopamine. The boss might die just, like, trying to get to us. I don't really care about the rest of this. He's gonna take another 60. See, that's 20 total damage. We're fine. Yeah, Fel didn't get to move there. Sag. Squeak in a little bit more. And we can also use this to move her again. I could have optimized that a little better because I had Savior. It's fine. I could have gotten one more trigger. That's another 2 permanent attack damage. Cutting ourselves short. Dark Deal is okay. Tome of the Lost Path is usually really good. but we've already solved the problem that Tome of the Lost Path solves. Reinforce has the potential to give us a Giga unit. So let's do that. I have enough stuff at 0 cost that I think draw is really good. We've already solved all of our train size issues. I think our energy is healthy. Tempted to go Armory because we are not equipping anything to Fel. And there are various cool things we could equip to Fel. Let's see. That also gets us a Merchant of Steel. We've still got an unupgraded Demonic Fledgling, an unupgraded Steelworker, Sword Maiden. So I think this is the way. I want to give you Savior 2. Merchant of Steel options. We got Dualism for the Steelworker, so you can apply Armor 12. Dig it. I think I'm also going to Large Stone one of these guys, because their actual size doesn't matter very much. To do it on him for safety. Let's see. These options don't matter much. I could take a reroll to stack harder. Check my equipment option. I'll take a Bloodthirsty Blade for Fel. Sounds great. It's a bit late in the round for that, and it's a little, like, slow as an effect. I'll take Multi-Strike for the Demonic Fledgling, and we'll give him a bit of health just in case. We are up against Entropy Seraph. Okay, so we're against Entropy Seraph, not Dominion Seraph. So we're going to be taking Curses and Sap, which we probably just outscale because our Fel has a base Valor of 220. Alright. Reanimate. Are we cool with that? Yeah, we're cool with that. I think we can just tank this. I think we're on good track in this case. And I have enough energy to equip the Bloodthirsty Blade. Sweet. I think the scaling from the Bloodthirsty Blade is going to be a footnote for us. Okay, we got our Imprisoned Zephyr early. That's really great. We can no longer rage this floor while the Steelworker's here. She got an Overgrowth Carapace this time. Just fine, it doesn't bother us. Yeah, this is a pretty good starting configuration for a floor. Even if we were on Murder Seraph, would be fine. The last, like, 3 runs I've been up against have had Savagery Seraph, and sometimes he just kills your shit, and it's really tough. They're like, oh, what do I do about this? I can't cope with my units all taking 90 damage. I don't play any of these torches. They're such a waste. I could maybe use more card removes. But, I mean, we took a card draw because we didn't have card removes fixed. Yeah, I can play this. I'm taking like 9 damage from enemies, so we're fine. Just do whatever. How are we not killing? Is it because this guy has Reanimate a lot? Okay. Might have to find a way to reckon with these Reanimates, because we're actually taking damage. I think this works better if Fel is up front, so I'm just going to have to be more mindful of that. So what we actually do here is we just put her up front, and we just give her some melee. Wait. Oh, if I play that at 0, it's an advance with no melee weakness. Sweet. Let's keep that in mind. Yeah, Overgrowth Carapace is not really going to do anything. That's fine. Fledgling Imp really doesn't serve much purpose anymore. I don't even want to play him. We got a 2808 Battering Ram up. That's gonna be real funny when we run into the final bosses. We might just blow them up. Follower, Rising Rage, do this, do this. I'm gonna set Fel's armor to 1028, 1128, sorry. Yeah, our solution to them having a bunch of reanimates is just to make more attacks. Oh, even with Fel at the front, we're not killing on this one. Easy way to solve that. We just play Eagle Heart on Fel. Now we're killing. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that as is. We're gonna play a Spear Steward down here to get rid of him. Followers are really goddamn funny. Yeah, we have crafted the nuclear arrow. Here, take a blood suit. Okay, he gets spell shields, not damage shields, right? Yeah, he gets spell shields. Rax the Overblessed is the most ridiculous unit in existence. After combat, he gains Rage 8, Regen 20, Spell Shield 2, and Multi-Strike 1. It's insane. He does everything, but he still won't be able to kill us. We're too overpowered. The other funny thing about how overpowered we are, we have to play a Battering Ram to kill this floor. It was a 7,000 damage Battering Ram, and we're still not killing the floor. We're not killing this guy in the back. Is that solved if I move him to the front? Yes, it is. Now we're killing the floor. They put 24 corruption on Fel. Oh no. See, do I need to... I think I might need to reduce the volume of this game. It looks like the BGM is coming through pretty loud. Tweak that a little bit. Okay, okay. Oh, this guy came in with Reanimate, so he actually gave us a Resonant Ruin. If you could kindly not do that again, we're just gonna get rid of you. Okay, looking good. I'm glad I took the challenge to give him the extra reanimates, because it's helping me get my, it's helping me get these Zephyr triggers. And Rax the Overblessed appears to be dying. But we can do better. Cool. Yep, that works. Oh, we take him out on round 2. Jeez. The multi-striking little imp guy is actually pretty good. Punk Shredder. Do I need a trample enchant? I don't think I do. I have room for one more unit on my top floor, though. Because my current deck is playing on the top floor Fel, Fledgling, Follower, Steelworker, Sword Maiden, and that is 6 out of 7 units. So we can take this guy. About to go into ring 8. Just trying to think of how much this helps, or if it doesn't matter at all, and we can just take another Eagle Heart. I think I'll just take another Eagle Heart. I have better cards than Tiresome Climb already. Fire Chomper is not good enough. It would be okay earlier in the run, and I have the space to put it, just doesn't matter very much. I'd rather not draw it. Okay, we've got a Merchant of Trinkets. I actually do still need card removes. I think I take this for the Vortex. Because I've still got 2 Stewards that we don't want to draw. And I might still want to use more removes on my spare torches. Yep, that's great. That does a little bit. Doesn't matter very much. I only have 2 equipment triggers. The Bloodthirsty Blade and the Auto Summon equip from the Sword Maiden. It's probably still fine, though. Captain's... Railhammer's awesome. Captain's Halo is probably good enough to take. Wing Clippings. Wing Clippings. Wing Clippings is funny. This is not good in this case. It would be better... Card Purge is probably better. But Wing Clippings is very funny. And I can do, like, +10 magic power on one of these torches. Because, like, coming over here and Emberstoning and doing stuff and purging and whatever was stronger than taking the Wing Clippings. But it was hilarious. I could take another Bloodthirsty Blade, but Bloodthirsty Blade at 15 doesn't matter very much. I could duplicate another unit. I think what we do here, actually, is we duplicate the Steel Worker. Because it makes us extra special safe, and it scales our armor to an absurd degree. Titan Trial it? Let's go. Oops, all battering rams. Yeah. If I wing clippings into a battering ram, it's over. And that's the dream. That's what we're playing around right now. Oh, actually, I should arrange this a little differently. I think I can get my steelworkers out immediately. Yeah, because I need to just go Inferno Room, Fel, Steelworker. Oh no, there's no way for me to fit everything. And the unit that is most egregious is the second Steelworker. Like, he's the most luxury guy on the board. Ooh, they got a Swift Steel Dagger. That's kind of cool. Oh, theoretically, the Sword Maiden should probably be here so that she can see the Bloodthirsty Blade get equipped. But I only get the Bloodthirsty Blade 1/3 of the time. The other 2/3 of the time, I draw one of the Penitent suits, and it doesn't matter. So she enchants Sap on the same floor. It doesn't matter very much. I can play him here now and ascend him next turn. Get rid of that. This is 35 damage. Steelworker can soak a 35. Battering Ram is already doing 1564 on this floor. That's so silly. I haven't drawn my Imprisoning Zephyr yet, so my scaling has not gone to the nuts. Alright, these Curse of Entropies are going to be annoying, because they're going to reduce the attack of my guys. There are some circumstances where I don't want to play the Curse of Entropy when it hits my hand for that reason. For right now, though, like, it's never going to deter Fel, and I'm probably going to kill this guy by playing Battering Rams, so it's fine. There's the Zephyr. Taking 35. Anybody can take that hit now. I want this blood suit out of hand. Just play it on this random guy. I could throw some melee weakness on there. Yeah, it risks ending the fight earlier than I want to, but I think we're in a state right now where we can just beat the Titans, so we don't need to worry. Like, I don't think I need to high score this. Because like, Seraph is dying fast at this point. You here, give him a scooch. If I play this guy here, he still lives, actually, which is crazy. Savior, reinforce, 1624 armor, totally fair. The unit with the random quick dagger in the middle of my pack is actually helpful for my scaling. He would die. I'm gonna move him out of the way. Everything else is unimportant. That's 29. Oh, everybody's way healthier than they need to be. So we can just actually do anything with impunity. Got an 8,000 damage battering ram. The extra 32 armor on every unit per turn is pretty great. Yeah, okay. I'll eat a lot of sap. That stops us from killing Seraph. Let's see. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, I've got enough things at 0 attack that we're not hurting Seraph right now. But it's fine. It gives us more time to scale. Oh, although the ones that don't attack aren't triggering Zephyr. I don't like that. They lose 10 sap when the enchantment falls off, and that puts them back in a decent state. Yeah, some of these nerds that are sitting at like 3 attack because they aren't the scaling units in the pack. I'm just gonna let that damage go through. Okay, Seraph should be coming in for realsies now. There's the final wave. Oh, this guy thinks he's not dead. What if you got battering rammed for 10,000 damage? It was preserved. It's still in there. It's still in the deck. It's waiting for its moment. Get rid of that imp. I don't want him. Seraph stands at the front with 2,000 something armor. And, yeah, take melee weakness 2. Sadly, we cannot call the boss to the front of the car, but we have so much armor that, like, the sap we have on our units will actually fall off faster than the boss can kill us. I played Eagleheart there for fun. All right, how dead are you? Very, very dead. Playing it is actually worse. Oh, the other units aren't even attacking because they're too weak. Yeah, I only had 2 units that were scaled up enough to keep attacking through all the sap stacks. But that's unique to that Seraph, so that won't happen in the final fight. Here we go. 97 health going into the Titans with the scaling that we've got is pretty good. I think we're in a lock. I forgot we even have the Railhammer set up, so it's not even that we're getting... Right, because the dualism would be 12 stacks per Steelworker. We're getting 16 armor per Steelworker. Let's go. This is a complicated, really cool fight. I did the optimal thing this time. She got an organ harvester. That's sick. I'm just gonna play the reinforce now. Go to 900 armor. Take off your spell shield stacks. Okay, so one quirk of this fight is that every time this guy is unopposed, he's gonna do 5 damage to the pyre. So we are a little clocked, but we're gonna chop these guys up so fast it's not gonna matter. There's a lot of factors that clock you on this particular fight. We're just better than those things. Give him a blood suit. Marsh shields, rising rage. He's currently only making 1 attack. So we can actually give him... Actually, even 2 units to play with doesn't stop him from attacking the core, because they'll both die. I don't accept phone calls at 9 o'clock. Get out of here. Alright. Still playing the March of Shields. What do these guys do? Yeah, these guys just resolve to give you a miserable time. They make your deck worse and worse and worse. I could Rage and Imp. I don't really want to. Pyre Lights are how we attack this guy up here. We can only hit him with Pyre Lights, spells, and the Pyre's attack itself. This big guy, because he's in all 3 sections, he does take damage from the Inferno Room. It's pretty funny. Follower down here, Rising Rage him. Firelight. Yeah, so we go 1308 damage here. We're getting our battering rams towards the bottom of the deck, which is probably bad for the computer here. I think on the second rotation, we battering ram this guy to death, and that's probably the run. I don't want to redraw these blood suits. Yeah, because Battering Ram only checks armor on the current floor. And it only hits the front enemy. I'm pretty sure if I Eagle Heart here, we kill Entropy. They're going down to about 40 health. Which should mean that the... Oh, if they weren't getting healed here, the Inferno would probably finish them off. Yes, they're going to be at 90. Oh no, that actually keeps them even, so they're at 51. No Battering Ram? Oh, we didn't get our Battering Ram here. Oh yeah, they enchant there. Incant. Here though, we finish this guy off and we run through him. Yeah, because once this guy is down to 0 HP, he doesn't block attacks anymore. This guy's gonna die. That's fine. So we're only locked down by Dominion on the top floor. Because you can only kill these guys at the same time. But as is, we just keep playing our Pyre Lights and it works. If I don't Rising Rage, I lose it. I'd rather lose this guy. Looks like next Pyre Light wins, so I got 175 for attack power from the Pyre. Hey, that's it. Cool run. That was pretty simple. Very, very straightforward, not problematic run. There was the one fight that I repeated the fight to get more scaling. Alright, there is our Fel plus Hellhorned. That is 10 out of 180 combinations to defeat the Titans. Going for completion in this game is a little insane.